As the global population continues to rise, the demand for food resources grows ever more urgent. In countries like India, where over a billion people rely on agriculture for their livelihood, ensuring food security is a complex challenge. It's not just about producing more food, people must also have the means to access it. Sustainable practices in agriculture and animal husbandry are essential to maintain the delicate balance of our environment while meeting these growing needs. Simply storing more grain isn't enough. Increasing the incomes of those who work the land is equally important. Let's explore how scientific management and innovative farming methods can help us achieve higher yields and a more secure food future. Food is fundamental for all living beings, providing the proteins, carbohydrates, fats, vitamins, and minerals needed for growth and health. Most of our food comes from agriculture and animal husbandry, with plants and animals serving as the primary sources. As populations grow, so does the need for efficient food production. However, expanding farmland is not always possible, especially in countries where land is already intensively cultivated. Therefore, improving the efficiency of both crop and livestock production becomes crucial. This sets the stage for scientific advancements and better management practices in food resource improvement. India has witnessed significant progress in food production through initiatives like the Green Revolution, which boosted grain output, and the White Revolution, which improved milk availability. These achievements, however, have come with increased pressure on natural resources. Intensive use of land and water can lead to environmental degradation if not managed carefully. The challenge now is to continue increasing food production without harming the environment. Sustainable practices and careful resource management are key to maintaining this balance while supporting a growing population. Cereals like wheat, rice, maize, millets, and sorghum are staple sources of carbohydrates, providing energy for daily activities. Pulses such as gram, pea, black gram, green gram, pigeon pea, and lentil supply essential proteins. All seeds, including soybean, groundnut, sesame, castor, mustard, linseed, and sunflower, are important for dietary fats. Vegetables, spices, and fruits contribute vital vitamins and minerals, while fodder crops like basem and oats support livestock. Each type of crop plays a unique role in meeting our nutritional needs and supporting the agricultural ecosystem. Different crops thrive in different seasons. In India, the Kharif season runs from June to October, featuring crops like paddy, soybean, pigeon pea, maize, cotton, green gram, and black gram. The Rabi season from November to April includes wheat, gram, peas, mustard, and linseed. Understanding these seasonal patterns helps farmers plan their planting and harvesting schedules for maximum yield. Over the decades, food grain production has increased significantly, even though the area under cultivation has grown only modestly. This success is largely due to improved farming practices and crop management. Improving crop yields involves three main activities: crop variety improvement, crop production improvement, and crop protection management. The first step is choosing the right seeds, followed by nurturing the crop plants through proper care and nutrition. Finally, protecting both growing and harvested crops from pests, diseases, and environmental threats ensures that the hard work of farming pays off. Each of these pillars plays a vital role in achieving higher productivity and food security. Crop variety improvement focuses on developing plant varieties that yield better results. This can be achieved through breeding for traits like disease resistance, fertilizer response, product quality, and high yield. Hybridization, crossing genetically different plants, can be intervarietal, interspecific, or intergeneric. Another method is genetic modification, where specific genes are introduced to provide desired characteristics. For these new varieties to be successful, they must perform well under various conditions and be accessible to farmers as high-quality seeds. Several factors drive the need for crop variety improvement. Higher yield is essential to increase productivity per acre. Improved quality varies by crop. Wheat needs good baking quality, pulses require high protein, and oilseeds benefit from better oil content. Resistance to biotic and abiotic stresses, such as diseases, drought, or salinity, ensures stable production. Shorter maturity durations allow for multiple harvests per year, while wider adaptability lets a single variety thrive in diverse environments. Finally, desirable agronomic traits, like tallness for fodder crops or dwarfness for cereals, help maximize efficiency. Farmers operate at different scales, from small family plots to large commercial farms. Their financial capacity influences the farming practices and technologies they can adopt. Crop production management can be categorized into no-cost, low-cost, and high-cost practices. Higher inputs often lead to higher yields, but it's important to balance investment with sustainable outcomes. Access to information and technology also plays a crucial role in determining the success of these production systems. Just like humans, plants need a balanced diet of nutrients for healthy growth. Air, water, and soil supply essential elements. Macronutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium are needed in large amounts, while micronutrients such as iron, zinc, and copper are required in smaller quantities. Deficiencies can affect plant growth, reproduction, and disease resistance. To boost yields, farmers enrich the soil with manure and fertilizers, ensuring that crops receive the nutrients they need for optimal development. Fertilizers are commercially produced nutrients that supply plants with nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. They promote vigorous vegetative growth, resulting in healthier plants and higher yields. However, fertilizers must be used carefully. Overuse can lead to water pollution and harm soil microorganisms. It's important to apply the right dose at the right time and follow best practices to maximize benefits while minimizing environmental impact. Balancing short-term gains with long-term soil health is key to sustainable agriculture. Manure made from decomposed animal excreta and plant waste is rich in organic matter and nutrients. It improves soil structure, increases water retention in sandy soils, and enhances drainage in clay soils. Using manure recycles farm waste, protects the environment, and maintains soil fertility over the long term. Types of manure include compost, vermicompost, and green manure, each contributing to healthier, more productive soils. Integrating manure into farming practices supports sustainable crop production. Compost is created by decomposing farm waste, livestock excreta, and other organic materials in pits. Earthworms can speed up this process, resulting in nutrient-rich vermicompost. Green manure involves growing specific plants like sun hemp or guar and plowing them into the soil before sowing crops. This enriches the soil with nitrogen and phosphorus, boosting fertility naturally. Both methods are environmentally friendly and help maintain long-term soil health. Reliable water supply is vital for successful agriculture. In India, various irrigation systems are used based on local water resources. Wells, both dug and tubed, provide groundwater. Canals distribute water from reservoirs or rivers across fields. River lift systems draw water directly from rivers, while tanks store rainwater for later use. Newer methods like rainwater harvesting and watershed management help increase groundwater levels and reduce soil erosion, making agriculture more resilient to droughts and irregular rainfall. Organic farming minimizes or eliminates the use of chemical fertilizers, herbicides, and pesticides. Instead, it relies on organic manures, recycled farm waste, and bioagents like blue-green algae and neem leaves. Healthy cropping systems such as mixed cropping, intercropping, and crop rotation are integral to organic farming. These practices not only provide nutrients, but also help control pests and diseases naturally, promoting long-term soil health and environmental sustainability. Most Indian agriculture depends on timely monsoons, making crops vulnerable to droughts and irregular rainfall. Light soils with low water retention worsen the impact of drought. Scientists have developed crop varieties that tolerate drought conditions, helping farmers maintain yields even in challenging weather. Ensuring crops receive water at critical growth stages through irrigation and selecting resilient varieties are essential strategies for climate adaptation in agriculture. Mixed cropping involves growing 2 or more crops simultaneously on the same land, such as wheat with gram or groundnut with sunflower. This approach reduces risk. If one crop fails, the other may still succeed. Mixed cropping also helps maintain soil fertility and provides insurance against unpredictable weather or pest attacks, making it a practical strategy for small and large farmers alike. Intercropping is the practice of growing 2 or more crops in a specific pattern, such as alternating rows of soybean and maize. The crops are chosen for their different nutrient needs, ensuring maximum use of available resources. This method also helps prevent the spread of pests and diseases, as they are less likely to affect all plants in a mixed field. Intercropping leads to better overall returns and more resilient farming systems. Crop rotation involves growing different crops on the same land in a planned sequence. This practice helps maintain soil fertility, control pests and diseases, and optimize the use of water and nutrients. Depending on the duration and crop combinations, rotation can allow 2 or 3 harvests per year, increasing productivity and sustainability. Proper crop rotation is a cornerstone of modern, efficient agriculture. Crops face threats from weeds, insect pests, and diseases. Weeds compete for nutrients, space, and light, reducing crop growth. Insects can damage plants by cutting roots, stems, or leaves, sucking sap, or boring into fruits. Diseases caused by bacteria, fungi, or viruses can spread through soil, water, or air. Effective crop protection involves timely removal of weeds, use of resistant varieties, and integrated pest management strategies to minimize losses and ensure healthy harvests. Pesticides, including herbicides, insecticides, and fungicides, are commonly used to control weeds, pests, and diseases. However, excessive use can harm the environment and non-target species. Mechanical methods such as hand weeding and proper seedbed preparation are also effective. Preventive measures like intercropping, crop rotation, and summer plowing help reduce pest and weed problems naturally, supporting a balanced approach to crop protection. After harvest, proper storage of grains is crucial to prevent losses from insects, rodents, fungi, and bacteria. Abiotic factors like moisture and temperature can also degrade quality. Effective storage involves cleaning and drying produce, using sunlight and shade, and fumigating with safe chemicals. Systematic management of warehouses ensures that grains remain safe, nutritious, and marketable for future use. Animal husbandry involves the scientific management of livestock, including feeding, breeding, and disease control. It covers cattle, goats, sheep, poultry, and fish farming. As demand for animal products rises with population and living standards, efficient and humane livestock management becomes increasingly important. Improved practices help increase productivity, ensure animal welfare, and support the livelihoods of millions of farmers. Cattle are raised for milk production and as draft animals for agricultural work. Indian cattle include cows Bos indicus and buffaloes Bos bubalis. Milk-producing females are called milch animals, while draft animals are used for tasks like tilling and carting. Improving milk yield involves selecting breeds with longer lactation periods and disease resistance, often through crossbreeding local and exotic varieties. Proper shelter, regular cleaning, and balanced nutrition are essential for healthy cattle. Dairy animals need 2 types of feed: roughage, which is high in fiber, and concentrates, which are rich in protein and nutrients. Feed additives with micronutrients can further boost health and milk output. Preventing and treating diseases, both internal and external, is crucial for maintaining productivity and animal welfare. Poultry farming focuses on raising domestic fowl for egg and meat production. Improved breeds are developed for layers egg production and broilers meat. Crossbreeding Indian and exotic varieties enhances traits like chick quality, growth rate, and adaptability. Proper management, including housing, nutrition, and disease control, is vital for successful poultry farming. Broilers are raised for meat and require protein-rich, high-fat diets with extra vitamins A and K. Layers, on the other hand, are bred for egg production and have different nutritional and environmental needs. Maintaining temperature, hygiene, and disease prevention through vaccination are essential for both types, but their management practices differ to optimize their specific outputs. Fish is a valuable source of animal protein. There are two main ways to obtain fish: capture fishing from natural water bodies and culture fishery, or fish farming. Both marine and freshwater ecosystems are used for fish production. Advances in technology, such as using satellites and echo sounders, have increased marine fish yields, while aquaculture has expanded inland fish production. India's marine fisheries benefit from a vast coastline and deep-sea resources. Popular species include pomfret, mackerel, tuna, sardines, and Bombay duck. Fishing boats use various nets, and technology like satellites and echo sounders helps locate large schools of fish. High-value species like prawns, mussels, and oysters are also farmed in seawater, supporting both food and economic needs. Freshwater resources like canals, ponds, reservoirs, and rivers are important for inland fisheries. Brackish water bodies where seawater and freshwater mix also support fish production. While capture fishing is possible, most inland fish come from aquaculture. Composite fish culture uses multiple species in one pond, each occupying a different ecological niche, maximizing food use and yield. Composite fish culture involves raising 5 or 6 fish species together in a single pond. Each species has different feeding habits: surface feeders, middle zone feeders, bottom feeders, and weed eaters, so they don't compete for food. This system ensures that all available resources are used efficiently, leading to higher fish yields and more sustainable aquaculture practices. One major challenge in fish farming is the availability of good quality seed. Many fish species breed only during the monsoon, and seeds collected from the wild may be mixed with other species. Advances like hormonal stimulation now allow controlled breeding in ponds, ensuring a steady supply of pure fish seed and supporting the growth of aquaculture. Beekeeping, or apiculture, is an agricultural enterprise that produces honey and beeswax. It requires low investment and can supplement farmers' incomes. Local bee varieties like Apis cerana indica and imported varieties like Apis mellifera are used for commercial honey production. The quality and taste of honey depend on the flowers available to the bees for nectar and pollen collection. For commercial honey production, bees with high honey collection capacity, low tendency to sting, and good breeding ability are preferred. Italian bees, for example, are known for these traits. Establishing bee farms or apiaries with such varieties ensures higher yields and more stable production, benefiting both farmers and consumers. The value of honey is closely linked to pasturage, the types and abundance of flowers available to bees. Different flowers produce honey with unique flavors and qualities. Ensuring diverse and plentiful pasturage not only supports healthy bee colonies, but also enhances the taste and nutritional value of the honey produced. Animal products like milk, eggs, meat, and fish are rich sources of essential nutrients. Milk provides proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals. Eggs and meat are high in protein and certain vitamins, while fish offers lean protein and important nutrients like niacin and vitamin D. Including these foods in the diet supports growth, development, and overall health. Mixed farming combines crop production with raising livestock, poultry, fisheries, or beekeeping on the same farm. This integrated approach diversifies income sources, reduces risk, and makes efficient use of resources. It also supports soil fertility and environmental sustainability, making it a smart strategy for modern agriculture. Intercropping and crop rotation offer multiple benefits. They maximize nutrient use, reduce pest and disease spread, and improve soil health. By alternating crops with different nutrient needs and growth patterns, farmers can achieve higher yields and more sustainable production. These practices are essential for resilient and productive farming systems. Genetic manipulation involves altering the genetic makeup of crops or animals to introduce desirable traits, such as disease resistance or higher yield. Techniques include hybridization and genetic modification. These advances have revolutionized agriculture, enabling the development of varieties that perform better under diverse conditions and contribute to food security. Storage losses in grains can result from biotic factors like insects and rodents, or abiotic factors such as moisture and temperature. Proper cleaning, drying, and fumigation, along with systematic warehouse management, are essential to prevent spoilage and maintain the quality of stored produce. These measures protect farmers' investments and ensure a steady food supply. But animal husbandry practices, proper shelter, feeding, breeding, and disease control, improve animal health and productivity. This benefits farmers by increasing yields of milk, eggs, meat, and other products, providing additional income and food security. Healthy livestock also contribute to sustainable farming systems and rural development. Cattle farming offers several advantages. Besides providing milk, cattle serve as draft animals for plowing, irrigation, and transport. Manure from cattle enriches soil fertility, supporting crop production. By integrating cattle into farming systems, farmers can increase productivity, reduce costs, and promote sustainable agriculture. Poultry, fisheries, and beekeeping all share a focus on increasing production through improved breeds, better management, and disease control. These sectors provide valuable animal protein, diversify farm income, and support food security. Integrating these activities with crop farming creates resilient and efficient agricultural systems. Fish production can be classified into capture fishing, harvesting from natural water bodies, mariculture, farming in marine environments, and aquaculture, farming in freshwater or brackish water. Each method has its own advantages and challenges, but all contribute to meeting the growing demand for fish as a source of animal protein. Improving food resources requires a holistic approach, combining scientific crop management, sustainable animal husbandry, and efficient use of natural resources. Practices like mixed farming, intercropping, crop rotation, and genetic improvement have transformed agriculture. By integrating these methods and focusing on sustainability, we can ensure food security, support farmers, and protect the environment for future generations.